You may begin, Mr. Bracy.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman and members of the committee, for this opportunity to testify in opposition to House Bill 7472, which would provide funding under the Right Start program, et cetera, et cetera. Let me be very brief and short. This bill has nothing whatsoever to do with the legality of abortion. Let me say that again. This bill has nothing whatsoever to do with the legality of abortion, nor does it even pertain to the conditions under which an abortion may be legally performed.
And Mr. Bracy, would you stick to the point of the bill?
I will. What this bill does have to do with are the conditions under which taxpayers will pay for an abortion. In other words, this bill is all about whether abortion providers like Planned Parenthood will gain greater access to taxpayer funds. I say greater access because Planned Parenthood, the nation's largest abortion provider, already gets over $500 million annually. That's billion with a B in federal funding. And that does not include any money that they may receive from individual states like Rhode Island. The effect of House Bill 7472 is that they will receive even more taxpayer funds. We think they already receive far too much taxpayer funding, and we strongly oppose this bill.
Thank you, Mr. Bracy. Are there questions for Mr. Bracy? Rachel Orsinger?
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. So what this bill does is it aligns the Right Start guidelines on when that program can pay for an abortion with the federal Hyde Amendment. So it changes the standard from simply when the life of the mother is in danger to adding the rape and incest exceptions. So I'm up here to talk about that because about half of sexual assault survivors were victims of their current or former intimate partners. Vast majority of those are crimes of domestic violence. And the people who are in those situations and are experiencing that violence during that time that they're making the decision are especially vulnerable and may not have access to additional monies that they can use to support it if their standard health care is not going to support what they need. So we would ask you to remember those victims and align these with the Hyde Amendment standards that would make for a more consistent restriction for everyone involved. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there questions for Ms. Orsinger?